Good morning, art buddies. Oh, I forgot to put my rings on. And welcome to Bricolage with Paint Girly. My desk is a mess. My desk is a mess, but that's all right. It's going to get messier. I was thinking about heading in a different direction this morning, and then I came out here and saw some of this schlep on my desk and thought, oh no, let me do that. And so today I'm going to play with coin envelopes. Good morning, Gail. Jacqueline, I don't know if she's right there, but she did pop in. How you doing, Gail? This is my little cut up jelly plate. I'm very abusive with my jelly plates and my brushes. So, I had purchased some coin envelopes. You're okay? I went to a thrift shop and, oh, that didn't pick up anything. That's not good. I went to a thrift shop. Okay. Girl's going to go get some eye drops. And I was able to get a whole box of this size of coin envelopes for, you know, a dollar or two. I wasn't crazy about the color, but, you know, we cover them up. So I thought, I'm just going to get them. And then when Kellyanne came to visit, she brought me this. And she was saying, you know, I guess she had them. She'd picked them up. And I think her box was $1. And she was wondering what to do with them because they were so little. Well, see, they come in different sizes. So I have this size. Let's just see. This is 6 by, looks like 3 1/4. And the ones that Kel brought me are 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. So they're really little, but they're also white. So I was messing around the other day with a bunch of them, and I folded these all in half. Did I put pages in? Some of them have a couple pages, not much. See, and then I was messing around with some watercolor. These I trimmed the ends off already. And I thought, well, they would make little tuck-ins, but I also like to have them and use them as pockets. So I think I might just play around and see where we end up. This is one I did when Kel was here. So I just cut you know, we always have little snips of paper left over, right? Little cutoffs. So there's a pocket there. I put a few little goodies in there. And this is a flip open. Oh, popped a few things in there. Now this would be a cute tuck-in. It's very small. Of course, you could add charms or other little paper bits. So I'm just going to play and see what we end up with. I do have one idea I want to try. Now, for me, if I'm going to put them in journals that I'm working on, I don't want them to be too wild when it comes to colors, because most of the journals that I like to make are more neutrals or country kind of, not country, but more of a primitive look. Oh, the kinds that roll? Yeah, no, these are, I don't know why they call them coin envelopes. Of course, they've got that gummed, so you got to be careful of that too. I don't know why they call them coin envelopes, but I thought we'd do a couple of things. So I just got out this one little piece. I have another piece of my jelly plate sitting somewhere, which I haven't come across it yet. So I just pulled this out. Let's see, I've got to move my glue bottle so I can see chat. Good morning, Joyce. Nice to see you. Yeah, grungy. Grungy is a good word. I'm hoping to grunge them up. But add things, glue things, and then see how, you guys may have some suggestions. We'll see how that goes. So I started, because I folded all those other ones I did the other day, I just started putting some color or something on the background of those. And I was thinking I might put one in this journal. I have a page marked here. So I think I might like to put one on there. Hidden paper clips. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I'm so good at that. I don't think I'm so good at it. Is Ange? Oh, good morning, Ange. Okay, I've got my protein shake here. I was usually I can wait a little longer to eat, but I was a little ravenous this morning, so I quick went and made my shake. Okay. So I did put out some light pink paint here, and I think I'd like to scrape on this one. I'm going to have to use my heat tool for sure. I got out some stencils. I like to use my stencils. So let me quick dry that. Hi, Dale. Nice to see you again. Good morning. So last night I kind of didn't know what to do with myself, so I was coloring. Kel made it safely home. We had a bit of a glitch. If anyone's ever traveled at all, really, traveled by train or plane, sometimes it's difficult to get your luggage where it needs to be. And so we took Kel to the train station. I was the wingman, so I was in the car. And Hubs was helping Kel with her suitcase. Because it's not easy getting your suitcase thrown up on the train and getting it where it needs to go. So my husband was going to help Kel with that. And, he did. But when he got on the train, when he got up on there and got our suitcase situated, the door closed and he couldn't get the door open. So there was a conductor there. So he said, I need to get off the train. And he said, well, I'm not an Amtrak conductor. You have to find an Amtrak conductor. So my husband went running to the front of the train to find an Amtrak conductor. And at that point, the train started to move and he couldn't get off. So my husband's really not a humorous person. He's just, he doesn't really like to text. He'd rather call. He's not calling. He's texting me and he's saying I'm stuck on the train. And I'm like, what is he talking about? This is not a joke. I'm sitting and waiting for him to come. But yeah, he got stuck on the train. So we had to go to the next stop, which was about 20 minutes. And the conductor gave him a note so he could get off the train. I was having a hard time getting connection to talk to him. Our phone kept cutting out. So he said, "No, I'm not joking. I'm on the train. It's moving. I got to go to the next station." So I'm looking up the next station, thinking I'll just go pick him up in the car. But it was a 45-minute ride. And he said, "No, you stay there." The conductor said for me to just go to the next stop, the first stop, get off, go across the tracks, get to track 4, and get the next train back to Trenton. So that's what he did. You know, everything was fine. He was fine. And Kel made it good, you know, fine. I think she had at least a halfway decent trip back. All right, so I just put some light pink paint that I'm running out of on this little card that I'm scraping some color. So we had a little bit of an adventure. And then we went to Hobby Lobby and did some damage. So that wasn't too bad. It was probably altogether. Well, Kel's train was a little late, so the train actually got going at 11:30 in the morning, and I guess he got back to the car where I was at about 1:15. So till they get people on, you get loaded up and it gets going. The first stop was about a 20-minute ride, and so then when he got off, the next train going back to Trenton, he had to wait about 15 minutes. So, that took a little bit, and then he got on another 20-minute ride. So I said, I guess because you were like nervous and couldn't and didn't, were surprised that you couldn't get off instead of saying to that first conductor, "You mean you can't open that door for me?" He didn't even think about that. He just wanted to try to talk to somebody who could help them before the train got moving. But of course, and Kel's train was a little late, so I thought maybe they were leaving earlier than they normally do to try to gain back some of that, time. Um, but it was fine. It all worked out. It gave us something to laugh about and a story to tell. It was all good. So yeah. Um, I missed what Ann said. She said her and her mom are doing good, but we are going to donate something for kids who lost everything because of the storms. Okay. So, anywho, all right. So, I'm just putting down a little bit of paint, and I did a little bit of coffee on some of these. For those of you that might just be coming in, I did a couple the other day when Kel was here, and I trimmed off the bottom so I have an extra little pocket with these little mini ones. And then I wanted to do some and let them dry that I don't have folded. Now the thing with this kind of envelope for me, or any envelope, even if it goes this way and opens that, like that, is that, if you want to put it on a journal page, you have to glue it down so that you can then use it as a pocket. So I was thinking I might like to hinge one in my journal and decorate it on both sides. I guess you could kind of call this an everything journal. So I was thinking I'd like to put one here and hinge it so it flips out this way. And then I can tuck stuff, inside. There might be better page, but I kind of like that page. I think I'll just going to go with that instead of, rethinking, and rethinking. So, of course, I always have a messy desk and I always have plenty of stuff laying here now. I just purchased these, so I might use a couple of these. So I kind of want to stay in that pinky kind of a tone. Now, I've got this bag. I don't know if Laura sent me this filled with goodies one time, this glassine bag, but see, you can decorate anything, right? This is a glassine bag, and whoever, it might have been Laura, this is probably a napkin, and just decoupage the napkin on the front of that envelope, and it really looks cool. So this kind of would work, right? I just want to go through some of this stuff and see some things that I might like to use on these. I like that. She's cool. Oh, that's pinkish. Pinkish, look at that. Now, of course, a lot of this stuff would work. And then I've got to remember I want to fill it with things as well. So just pull out some stuff I have here. Oh, those little birds are cute. I could cut this down, but these are a little large. Look how cute that is. That might be cute behind it. Somebody's doing yard work and my neighbors are outside, so you might hear some background chatter. I know, right, Gail? Isn't it pretty? So I keep it for storage now. Tuck it in a drawer. Look, it's a bluebird. Oh, I love bluebirds. Look how cute he is. I always forget when I forget I have this stuff. Oh, there's Jacqueline. She's back. So they're going to be digging up our street. They're replacing some pipes or something. The whole length of our street. Our street, I think, is one of the longest streets in our development. So once they get going, we'll do it in sections. And we'll lose our water for about 8 hours. But we're not losing our water the first. Oh, look, it looks like stickers. The first shutdown. So we have an exciting couple weeks ahead of us. Oh, this was, I've seen Aunt Beck do this in a couple of girls. You take something that you want to transfer, and then you see, I didn't finish these, and then you put down some packing tape. Make sure it is real dry. And then you take warm water and just start massaging it, and it comes off. And then you have it transferred onto a piece of tape. So this one looks a little better. Can you see where I did a little better job of getting that paper off? I guess you can dip it into warm water. It's supposed to come off fairly easy, but I'm a very impatient person. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna use any of these. Oh, they're sweet. And I say save tags. I don't know if any of you will remember when Peggy Fitzmaurice. Hey, Cal, good morning. When she was on with us, she showed us the box she has. She saves all kinds of clothing and home good tags and stuff. Oh, I have a little die cut. See, that's a little envelope. Some stitched. This is just old, okay. All right, so I'm going to put the rest of this back in my bag. Somewhere I pulled out a piece of, what did I do with that? A piece of napkin that I put on freezer paper. So I was just telling them about Ron getting stuck in the train. Okay. Oh, there it is. Let's have a little bit of this too. All right, so first up, I'm just going to take one of my envelopes that I scraped some pink paint on. Now, remember that this is got glue there generally. So I think what I might like to do is just cover that with a piece of this. So I'm just going to glue that on, and then I'm going to cut around it so that no matter what I do going forward, I don't have to worry about that gummed flap. Now, I could probably, hit that pretty well with some water and rub it off, but... Oh, really, Ange? It sounds cute. Oh, I want those smaller. I'm going to go this way. I think I'm going to use... Now this one I'm not going to cut the bottom off because I'm going to use it as a pocket. A hinged pocket. So that's a great idea. I mostly keep everybody's address in our community in pirate ship, but I do have a few in my address book. Okay, so I cut that a little kind of close. Thanks, Kel. Kel did the base, and then she did these. We had some green stuff on there, but with the pink hair, when I washed my hair, I couldn't get the pink tinge off of the green. My neighbor, my friend Betty, she's been calling me Pinky. I said, well, it's actually fuchsia, kind of a fuchsia color. All right, oh, here it is. So somewhere on this desk, I have a Boone folder. All right, so now when I flip that up, now I think I want to cut a little divot in there as well. So I'm going to do it blind. Normally I use my punch where I can see the paper, but I don't think it's going to fit in there. So I kind of have to just go for it. Whoa, that's way too deep. I didn't want it that deep, but there you have it. That's what I'm left with. And it's crooked. Well, let's see if I can make it worse. I had, you know what I'm going to do? If I had some of my smaller scissors here, but I have them all out by my comfy chair. I'm going to make a line. This way I'll really be able to see what I have, or at least a little peek of what I have in my pocket. All right, let me just snip this. Ah. It might be one of those days, kids. No, I just cut past where I wanted. It'll be all right. Okay. That looks terrible. Terrible. Now, I could line that too, put something in there. That might look cute in there. All right, so let's get started. I think I want to do a little bit of background design. So Ange says she decorated the pages and put addresses on the back of a tag. Oh, and I decorated the front of a 3-ring binder and added the pages. I don't remember them, Ange. I got to be honest with you. I don't remember them, but it sounds lovely. All right, so I'm going to pull out my aged mahogany, and I think I want a, because this is kind of a, it's not really a manila color, but you know, that yellowy color, I'm going to try the raspberry. I was thinking I wanted like a light pink, but I'm not sure that'll show up. So somewhere here, oh yeah, it's right here. I pulled out this stencil. It's got roses, which will kind of match what I have going on there. And let me put just a little piece of, now I probably am going to, you know, put a liner in this, but I might decide not to. So I'm going to put a little sheet of paper in the envelope to protect that. Or on the side of caution, since I already don't like what I did. That really looks terrible. I might have to go get other scissors. I need to cut that part out. Let's see if I can manage without goofing it up more. Whew, that was cut. Yes, I did, Kel. It's here on this messy desk somewhere. All right, so I just want to lightly put some of these in the background. I wonder if I can, yeah, there's sage. Let's see if I can grab that. So I got my little brushes out. I'll show it again when I find it, but it's here somewhere. All right, so let me, not sure this is going to show up, but I just want it subtle because I'm going to put other stuff on top. So I should have picked a different green, I'm thinking, but I just want it to be subtle. So I'm just hitting the leaves. Oh, I hear our little neighbor dog. Riri. If Jenny hears it, she might come out and start talking back. Does anybody have any fall projects lined up? I think it's so funny. I've said this before, that a lot of us that are into this creating, making thing, we think alike, and we're like on the same clock, kind of. And I had Aunt Beck on the other day, and she was talking about somebody's got a challenge going where you finish a work in progress. And I just said to Jacqueline, I've got a whole tub of stuff I want to finish. Okay, these roses, I'm just going to do the center and then come back with that darker mahogany. Can't get this open. So I don't know if I'll join in that, but I have so many projects that I need to get finished. And for me, I'd like to get them listed, in my Etsy shop. That'll take another whole month of my life. It's not easy. Well, it's not hard getting them listed. I shouldn't say that. It's time consuming. All right, so I've got that. I've got the scraped paint, got a little bit, see that's on the edge. Okay, no problem. I'm going to flip it over and do this side. So on this reverse, I've got this already out. I'm going to put this on the outside edge. Oh, Dad's on the phone. Okay. I didn't really say anything earth-shattering, I don't think. If I did, I'd have thousands and thousands of views. All right, let's put a little bit of that sage on here. Now you could tape your stencil down, so you don't have to worry about holding it in place. So then when we went to the train station, went to go in the way we normally do, it was all ripped up and tore up. They are redoing the street. We had to go on a detour. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize there was an entrance on the other side of the building. So we did find that, but that was a little nerve-wracking. Because we didn't want Kel to be late and miss her train. Okay. So I'm going to hinge this. I hope to hinge it. And what else do I have? I want something maybe down. I've got a little bit of this matte paper that Kel and I were using. I thought I had a piece that was a little more pinky. Maybe over here. Not really. Hey, there's Peggy. Peggy, I was talking about you. was digging through some of my stuff and saw some retail tags and said, "Oh, Peggy's got a whole box of these." Okay, so I want to ink something on the edge there. I'm going to use my tea dye. This has a little more of a pinkish color to the brown. I'm not sure we'll be able to see it much, but getting ready to head out with hubby. Oh, I hope you're doing something fun. How's your weather, Peggy? Okay, now I'm just going to start layering stuff. Get out a little glue stick here. It's nice today. We had a little bit of sun yesterday, but it looks like rain almost every day, but we haven't gotten any. Boy, we could use some. I mean, not to the extent the other folks are getting it, but we really could use some rain. All right, so I'm putting that up here. I'm going to adjust that down a little bit. Could shush that over, I'm thinking. Now I want to use the same elements on the other side, but not necessarily the same way. So let's grab a chunk of chunka. Got a little ink dink. Okay. I don't think it really matters if it's right side up or upside down. I'm going to put that up over on the flap. Definitely need more glue there. Oh, that time it looked like it's stuck. Okay. And I got some of these little things. Keep in a cool place. Oh, I'm going to make something with flaxseed later today. I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to use those two. All right, I want to stamp some okay, Gil's back. How's your daddy? I hope he's doing okay. See if I can get my drawer to close. He's doing okay? Good. So now I've got this big open space where I had Kel's work table set up. So I moved my sewing machine over in that spot. I'm going to see how that works out for me. Oh, that looks good. Okay. Oh, thanks, Val. Now I'm not going to re-ink it a second time. I'm going to use that little leftover ink to just give a hint on the rest of that. It still looks a little wet, so let me hit it with my heat gun. And let's do a little over here on the flip side. Now, of course, if you have a certain project in mind or a certain journal or something that you want to put something like this in, you can tailor it, of course, to the colors and the look or whatever you have going on. So I think that'll be good. Put that away. I think I want to put a little ink down the edge. I really want this to kind of be darker. What are you working on, Ange? And I want the flap to just come down and really stay down. So I'm thinking about putting, should probably put a little string on it. Oops. Let's put a little glue there. I should have checked that when I started. Oh, thanks, Peggy. I didn't realize. Okay, she probably comes on regular, and I don't keep up. Tomorrow she is selling items like cuddle bugs. Oh, and equipment cheap. Oh, cool. Coolio. I just got some old paper. Oh, things for the festival? Okay, cool. I've been a little naughty lately, so I saw that Johnny came up on the other day, and I was across the room working on something. Ah, she's a smart gal. Okay, cool. Thanks. You know, people do those like dot coin kind of things, and they put a rope underneath. I'm not sure I know how to. Oh, that's all wet. That won't do me any good. Oh, here's my little. Whoops! I just untied it. Here's one of the little coin wrappers. This is what Kel was mentioning. Oh, that got all soaked too. I think my protein shake is, the condensation is causing a puddle on my desk. It is. Get my piece of paper towel underneath there. But I don't know if I want to fuss and try to work that out on a live. So perhaps I will just I could put a magnet there. Where's that one? Oh, I was going to put this. Maybe I'll put that right there. I could use a little Velcro too. I have Velcro. I don't have that, I don't think right at my fingertips, but I can add that. If you go to Joann Fabrics, and I'm sure they sell it online too, and other places, where they're, well, this was years ago when I picked this up. They have a section where they have their buttons and their little Notion kind of things, and they've got little packages like this that have little tiny Velcro dots. And they come in real handy for the journal type things when you want just something small. I think before I glue that down, I want to put some kind of little, maybe a fabric tab. So let me grab this little goodie box. I think we all probably have little goodie boxes that if you have a designated place where you can create, you know, it's nice to be able to do that if you can. Not everyone can do that, I realize. Maybe a little piece of this. Kel brought me several treats, and this is one. A good pair of sewing scissors, and they're delightful. There's Judy. Good morning, Judy. She got into town. It was 47 degrees. Oh my goodness. She snuggled in bed with blankets up to her chin. I hope you have something warm to sip on, Judy. She's snug as a bug in a rug. All right. Now, of course, it's one-edged, but that doesn't bother me so much. Might like to loop it. I think I'll put that somewhere else, and I might need a button there. Let me get my scissors. Hot spicy tea. Okay, hot spice tea. Is there a special stamp for hand stamp, or do you add a little more postage? I don't send that much stuff that has to be hand stamped. I think some of the gals just print it on, hand stamped, and put it in the box. I think according to the regular, like if you would Google it, your envelope can only be a certain thickness. Like I don't think it can be thicker than 1/4 inch. So depending on your envelope and what if you said what you're mailing, Joyce, I missed it. But sometimes if say you were mailing a bunch of little stuff like this. See, but when it's all together, it's too thick. So I would take a piece of paper and like lay these all out flat and then fold it, and they kind of, stay where you have them tucked in. I mean, sometimes I guess they don't, but all right, so I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to get a button. And I have my hot glue gun plugged in. Now, less is more, you don't always have to, bling this up till it's yeah, I think supposed to be anything over like 1/4 inch thickness is supposed to be like a package. But you know what? Oh, here, look, this one has thread already in it. That might be a little too small. I'm grabbing a piece of cheesecloth. I had a little piece here. Let's get a little chunka of that. Oh, those scissors are so amazing. I want that underneath. Boop. On top. Ladies Perfumed Calendar, 1890. Oh, no, see, I grabbed the wrong scissors. Thanks, Kel, for telling me to put that fabric on there. That just stopped me. All right, I'm going to trim this out. I don't know if your mail carrier would know too, Joyce, if you live where you can, go out and talk to your mail carrier. You might know. All right, let's see. If you really, if I put that down there, I could trim it. Like if you ship pirate ship, it's very easy to use. It walks you through, and then you can know if you've got a way to weigh it. Probably only weighs a couple ounces, right? And sometimes you can call the post office, and they're very helpful too. I find the site not maybe not as user friendly if you're new and don't really know what you're doing. Pirate Ship gives you good prices, and it's easy. I think it's easy to use. Got a little bit of an overhang there. It's like a little hangnail. Okay. You can kind of tell what that says. I'm going to put it off to the side here. A little bit of cheesecloth. My little strip of fabric. Going a little overboard here. And I think I want to put, now where did I put that? I have a little, well, it's not that little, but I have a spool of, gosh, I wonder what they're doing in my neighbor's yard. Now they got some kind of equipment. I'm hoping you guys can't hear too much of that. That's my phone. Let me get a little piece of this. I'm going to put a little piece of this on. Just a little bit of the sleeves. Just like a little. That. Boy, a pink button would be nice, huh? I got buttons galore. I don't know that I have any pink in here. Maybe I'll wait till I find a pink. You can't hear it? Okay, good. I could close my door, but there's a nice little breeze. Oh, I think they're either aerating or plugging their grass. I don't really get that, but my husband's a grass freak. I said, geez, the more you do to it, the more you gotta cut it. Look, there's one. That's pink. That might work. Whoop. Got the rogue button. All right, put the buttons back in their little spots. Put that back. Okay. Now this is the side I want to hinge into my book with my, I might just leave this longer. I want to hinge with my washi. I want that to stand up a little more. Add a little bit here. And I want to find some kind of thread to go through my button. I don't like to put my buttons on without a little bit of thread. Okay, and then the other thing I'm thinking is, it just left my head. Oh, a little paper clip. I want to put a little paper clip on that it does nothing. One of those little Timmy clips. So whatever you have, recollage. Use what you have. All different stuff. Now I can always continue to add. This might be fun trying to get this on with my nails. think I've got it pushed. There we go. That's better. Got to get it just so. But one little spot, it keeps going crooked. Could really add Velcro down there, couldn't I? All right, so now I'm thinking I wanted to line that. So I did get you're not going to believe it, I got my little cutter blades. I actually remembered to order. Who was I watching the other night? I think it might have been Dana. She had, I think it was Dana. She had a cutter where it was narrow, but then she opened it up. Like this has an arm, but she had one that it folded totally in half. It was cool. I think it was Dana. Now, let's see how I like how it looks. This might need to be trimmed a little narrower. I'm going to go like that and like that. See if I can scoot that down a little better. And of course you don't really see that much of it. But that'll look okay if I do that. And then that can close. Now the thing of it is, gluing something in like that is a pain in the bottom. So I had out my I don't think I put it back. It's not coming to me. Score tape. Thank you. Thank you, brain. I'm sure I have more. So I think what I'll do is I'll put some score tape behind, and then when I slip that down in there, I think I can maybe pull the end. Because once it's in there and I put other stuff in the envelope, I don't think it's going to come in. I don't think it's going to come up. But the trick is going to be to get it nice and straight where I want it. All right, so I think this is going to be good like this, and then I'm going to hinge it. So let's try to do that. Let's see if we can get that to work. And then I'll show you how I made the little book. I kind of like this the way it is. I don't know that I need anything else on there. I was going to put this little flaxseed, but I don't want to cover that up. And I think that side looks okay as well. So I think I might just leave well enough alone. So my neighbor Betty has been painting, and she said I keep fussing with it and trying to make it look better, and then it looks worse. You gotta learn to walk away sometimes and just leave it be. Leave it be. Let it be. Let it be. All right, I have a bunch of washi tape, which I'm sure most of us do. But I've got this little box where I keep a few things. Now this is kind of cute and kind of fits the theme. This looks like, and it's wide. I wanted something maybe a little wider. Right, that is the hard thing. But these all look like little stamps, so maybe I'll use that, or I could use this. Let's see, maybe one of those two. And that goes with anything, really. Painting something or collage. Now we got the top of my box down. I don't have my lap back yet, but I'm working on it. Everything goes like it's like a big old slide. All right, so let me cover up my coffee. My coffee that I had when Kel was here got moldy, so I had to make fresh coffee this morning. So make sure you remember to put your coffee. Oh, I don't want to lose my little button. Make sure you remember to put your coffee in the fridge. Now, some say put alcohol in there, but that didn't work for me. Maybe I didn't put enough, but I didn't really want it to smell like alcohol either. So there's that. All right, let me move some of this jazz. Move that up a little bit. Peggy says, I've never learned the skill of stop nagging. Pick, pick, pick. All right, my health coach, I was saying I didn't really care for the protein shakes, so she recommended I try adding avocado, which I have tried, and it was just okay. Or unsweetened coconut milk, which I did, and boy, it's real creamy and almost like a milkshake. All right, so let me get my little, well, I shouldn't say little, my plump journal. Get my page. Now, a lot of times with, envelopes like this that we're going to put on a page or a journal, we just glue them down. So you would just decorate the front, leave this open where you can tuck stuff in, or, you may want to do something this way and bend your flap the other way or cut that off and just use it as a pocket, put a tag in it. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but I wanted to use this as a flip out. So I want a hinge. I'm going to use washi tape. So I want to use it like a flip out. So I'm going to put washi on both sides of my coin envelope. It should work like a hinge. Now remember, not all washi is created equal. And some isn't. Oh, look, they're even. Oh, look, they're even perforated. Let me try it this way then. No, oh yeah, okay, we're good. Now, I don't want to go up too far because I want this to come down. Whoops! I've got slippage. I'm not too crazy about this one for this particular. This one looks cute. Now it's just attached by a little bit, but that should be enough. And then I'm going to put one down here. Could have probably gotten that a little closer. Now I may come back and glue those down, but for right now, I'm going to leave it. And somewhere I have my, I've got a little bit of a crinkle in that one. I think that should hold up pretty well. See, then I can see the pretty back side. Oops, I'm over a little too far. Pretty back side. And then I can see the front and use it. Now this, I've got to find my, and I don't need that great big piece all the way down in there, really. I might trim that. That'd be a little easier gluing it down too, and then I wouldn't have to get the do the tape. Now, it would have been easier if I did it ahead of time, but I was thinking, I wasn't sure how I was going to put it in there. All right, so I'm going to use a liquid glue, and I'm just going to do what I said I wasn't going to do. Well, I was thinking I was going to put that whole piece down in there, and that can be difficult. But if I'm just going to put this little piece in here, it's not as difficult. So let me use a little something. Maybe I'll use this. I'll put something down in there to hold that up a little bit. And I'm going to add some glue right where I want it. I want to be able to have a little wiggle room and a little, like, to be able to zhuzh it. I think I want it to go this way, so I'm going to add some glue to it as well. Now, I'm not putting a lot on, you can see, but mostly because my nozzle is not cooperating again. It was working before I went live, but already it seems to have gotten a little clogged. I don't think I care about my Lily of the Valley being upside down. No idea what I do with my bone folder. Okay, now I can fill it. Now I could make a tag, of course, to go in there. You put some of this. She's sweet. Let's put her in. It's just some goodies that I like. Because this is my journal. This isn't going anywhere. This is one of my most favorite prized possessions. And then, of course, I can do other stuff on the page here if I want to. And then I can put something under here, like that little girl, or I might get another little ATC from somebody, and I could tuck that under there. I could even take, where's my little book? Now I've lost my little book. Here it is. I could make a belly band, or I could put this underneath here, put this in a little belly band, and I could really even stick this in the top if I wanted to. Options. We've got lots of options. For now, I'm going to close it. And when I find my Velcro, I think I might put a little piece of Velcro down there and just Velcro my little string. All right, so that's one coin pocket, and that took us a little. So let me just show you what I did here. So this is one of the smaller coin pockets that Kel brought me. This one, I guess, well, it's a little sticky there, but most of it got off, I guess, from me coffee staining it. And you could really remove this, but I'll probably just glue it down. And these can be real simple, as flat or as chubby as you want. And you don't have to cut the bottom off to make a pocket there. You may be happy with just a pocket on the other end. Has anybody, I know Peggy has, I'm sure, messed around and done anything different with a little coin? Envelope. I found my envelope maker too. Woohoo! So I'm going to make some. Oh, you have to have my button on to my other one. Oh, there he is. I'm really into this tie-in. Oh, really? Oh, that is cool. I love the movie. Now all those songs are in my head, Judy. My nails are giving me trouble here. I could have made this fabric a little longer. And then you have to zhuzh the little bow. Now, of course, this would go in a nice thing. I'm getting married in the morning. All right, I think I cut all of these off. So you can see I just took, now these kind of look like cow spots. It's the one where it's Rex Harris, I think. Or is it Harrison? Rex Harris, Rex, the older guy, and Audrey Hepburn. And that's the one, the rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain. She's got a real Cockney accent. And then her dad gets married and they sing, I'm getting married in the morning. And then On the Street Where You Live is another song. And they go to the horse race and they all have the big hats. All right, so these are very little, but you could do the same thing with them, of course. And you can fuss them up as much as you want or leave them kind of plain. And you don't have to put pages in them. I just thought it'd be cute to put pages in them. So, you know, like, you remember the songs but not the storyline? Yeah, it's just an old, him and another, he's a professor of some kind. And he says in so many days he can get her to act and talk like a proper woman. Oh, really, Judy? Oh, I guess you don't have any of them laying around, huh? My jeweler often will, because this part on some of them, I guess maybe they steam them loose. This is a little loose, and they just tucked in one side. If they took a ring apart, and they would give you the stones or whatever was left in a little one of those. So this is like, you know, just leftover when I print labels or whatever. God forbid I throw anything away. But see, I can use this to stamp off on, and, you know, then I'm not wasting this paper. But this certainly would work as little pages. You had to get up at 5 this morning, so you're off for a minute. Hey, there's Stace. Hi, Stacy. Bye, and enjoy your nap. Stace, how you doing? You hanging in there? All right, so this is a little piece of paper. Now these, of course, I put on my jelly plate to give them some color. Do I only have one page? And I opened up both, oh, there's another one. I opened up both ends. Here's another one. So that I could tuck it. No, but I have my mom's receipt from the doctors for the birth of my older brother. Get out, $5. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So any kind of little scraps like this, you know, you could throw them on your jelly plate, paint your coffee on here if that's what you like, stamp it, whatever. And then you just trim it to fit inside whatever coin envelope you might have. And then you just stitch it like a regular, now I didn't do a 3 pamphlet, I just did 2 holes and brought it through and tied it. And then you just decide what's going to be your front, what's going to be your back. You may want to, you may want to trim this flap, and you may want to leave this sealed so you have a pocket just on one side. I guess you could tuck that. So here's a couple that I did. Now see this, I love the way watercolor goes on the jelly plate because it makes those crazy little marks, you know. Let's see, where's one that I did this morning? That's how everything gets missing. I cover it up with paper toweling, and let's see. Now these I didn't trim off the bottom. I just kind of like those brown ones. What is this? Oh, here's more pages. Oh, these I did these with some color. But you don't have to have a lot of pages in them. This would look good in 67. He's a kid. Oh, Oh, now are we whacking next door? Let me go close my door. Hold on. That's gotta be. That was very noisy to me. Okay. So let's put one of these little guys together. You heard that one. Sounded like a sick cow. I don't know, they're doing all kinds of stuff over there. Okay, so I've got a couple pages for in that guy, and then let's fold this guy. So all I did was color it the way I wanted, and if I was going to trim this off, I would trim it first and then line it up and fold it, because if you fold it and then trim it, it's going to be short on the one side. This is still a little damp. So let's put a couple pages in there. And then I just take my pokey tool, and then I get a little thread. I have black, but I don't want to use black on those little guys. So let's see. And you don't need much. And you can use whatever. I kind of like that, and I don't have. I'm just going to take a little bit off of this. And I have a little bit of black left over here. I think I'll just use that up. I'm using waxed linen because I have that right here. But you could use a heavy duty thread. You could use a baker's twine, a regular twine. You could use yarn if you have that. Use what you have. Embroidery thread. Okay. Now, normally in a regular journal, we would do at least a 3 pamphlet stitch, but this is just a little mini. So I'm just going to pop 2 little holes. Make sure your fingers are out of the way. Just a little distance apart. I don't know that anybody's really ever going to write in one of these, but I still like to use a needle because the edges of your thread most likely will be a little furry. And it's hard to poke through unless maybe you hole punch. Let's see if I can get this in there. See, the other problem is, no problem. The other thing is I don't want to put that in my mouth. Let me just spritz it. It's giving me fits, girls. It's giving me fits. Somewhere I have a needle thread, or I just don't think I can poke that through. Is this one bigger? I don't think this is. I've got great big needles somewhere. How did you like this morning's stream? Oh, it was wonderful. We sat and watched her try to thread a needle for 45 minutes. I do have a big tin. I did find it. Now, where did I put it? Of all different size needles. Might be in my drawer. Oh, they kind of do resemble that, don't they? When I was straightening up and getting ready for Kel to come, I found all kinds of stuff that I was missing. Every day I'd send Jacqueline another picture. And look what turned up. And my tin of needles was one of them. But where did I put it? It might be on one of my carts. Whoops. Oh, that's not good. That was my keyboard. I try to put all my sewing stuff right there, but I'm not seeing it. I don't feel like putting glue on the end. Let's see if I can. I don't think I can get it through. Let's see if I make. It's a little book too, so I don't want to make it too. I don't want to make the holes too big because the book's very little. This one's going to have the tie on the outside, so I'm starting in the middle. So I'm just taking my ends, and because I'm not having success with my needle, I'm just poking it through. Where there's a will, there's a way. My original one, I put the strings on the inside. I generally like them on the inside, but you can do whatever. You could tie a bow, you can put charms, you can put a couple beads. Okay, so I've got the flap, I've got a pocket there, I've got a pocket here. And you don't have to go to any great jump through hoops or anything to decorate them. You can just decorate them with whatever you have. And if you've got a particular journal, of course, you might want to, if it's about fish, you might want to do fish. Look, this is almost perfect. Now, I normally would add extra glue here. I'm going to flip that right out. She's a little big. I need more mini stuff. Mini. Wait a minute. Peggy gave me some stuff here. Let's see. Oh, these are words. Words are good. Oh, oh, you little stinker. This is for Kellyanne. Put a bird on it. Birds. Thank you, Vale. And they can tuck into little spots, you know. If you have a little corner tuck in a journal. Now that's a different kind of bird to put on it, but it's still put a bird on it. Put a bird on it. And let's see, what else do we have? Bits and bobs. They're my clips. Oh, that's not a bird, but boy, that would look cute on one. Look at this. Peggy gave me this. She probably made that dragonfly. Oh, I love that. I probably have a little bird charm. Oh, a little felt bird would be cute. I've got them out by my chair. I could also attach a little piece of fabric in here to wind it around for a closure. Or you could put, depending on how you wanted to use it, you could put on one of these little minis. Oh, yeah, you need to, it's hard to be creative when you're exhausted. You could put little flags on the ends, you know, you could just clip it shut like that. Little paper clip. And see if I have any, little mini stamps at my fingertips. So wait a minute. It's a little ant. Oh, I do have little birds. Wait a minute. I wonder if one of those would be too big for this book. Come out, wherever you are, and greet the young lady. Might be a little big. That fell from a star. She fell from a star. She fell very far. Well, Val, I hope you can get some rest. Dance, she said, is the name of that star. If it did a frog, give me fruit. We're going to put that bird right there. All right, now let's just see. Let's do the blackbird. Blackbird. Get a scrap piece of paper. I was supposed to get 8 hours of sleep last night. I only got 6. I was chatting with my buddy. Well, a couple of my buddies. But Kellyanne is really good at going to bed at a decent time. Jacqueline got a couple of orders on her website. Jacqueline, if you're still here, put your website in. And so we were excited about that. And then I was too excited to go to sleep. Or I'm going to give this guy a little something to stand on here. Now, I could, you could color that in. Make that darker if you like. And then we all have little tiny stamps. Most of you probably know where yours are. I've got a couple boxes stuffed in a couple little, oh look, that looks like a bird wing. Oh, look at that little bird. We were up too late. Yes, we were. All right, this little guy don't have any sticky left. He's got no sticky left. So it could be a problem. I think I buried my baby wipes. Okay, so there's Jacqueline's link for her website. So if you're looking for some really cool dyed paper, and she's got some other things too, envelopes, coin envelopes, tags, and you're not into doing that all for yourself, and you want something that looks, oh, now I put too much on, really cool. She ships very quickly. Her prices are reasonable. You might want to go have a look. Treat yourself. Okay. Let's put this little guy. Oh, he's adorable. Look. You could put something on every page. Of course, it doesn't have to be a little bird. It could be a little... This is a ladybug. Oops. You're stuck to the... Oh, he's not stamping out very clear. He's a bit foggy. Oh my gosh, here's another little bird. I think my husband might be home already. This husband of mine. Oh, he's going in other direction. Let's get him on there. Look, how cute. Little hearts, little stars, little sprinkles, little leaves. You'll put all kinds of stuff. What does this say? Good times. Let's put this on. You could add stamps, stickers. Lori's still looking for her stickers. Good times. Okay. And then you just have to find your little bits that you want to fill in your little, I probably should put a little something there. You could put a button, little piece of fabric. Let's see what we have in here. Whoops. Everything's jumping. Jumping. Whoops. Don't think we need knitting needles. Oh, it's a shame that's not birds. That's butterflies. Just looking for a little bit of something. I think I found my missing washi. My missing cheesecloth. Let's have a piece of that. Okay. Oops, I didn't put my. Oops, I kept that out. There's the piece. Sometimes it's just, oh, there. Oh, I don't want to open that one. I have a, well, I'm just going to use white glue because that's what's here. But normally I would use, okay, Gail, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you maybe Sunday, hopefully. I've got to decide when I'm going to go to church with hubby, but I might go this Sunday, but I don't know. Haven't decided yet. He's going to start singing with the worship team. Okay, so that kind of looks cute, right? And then you can put a little string around or whatever. So we've got that. Now remember, fabric is porous, so your glue can come through. I don't want to glue that totally shut. And then I'll dig out some little bits. I've got a little tin somewhere with little, put in here. I have such a hard time opening it. Nope. I've got a tin with little tiny. Oh, I know where they are. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh, I do have a little feather too. Maybe a little feather would go cute on here. Wait a minute. Cal and I had feathers out. Look, in blue and green. Oh, that's awful big. I need a small one. Oh, here's a little guy. Well, he was little till I started to mess with him. Oh, yeah, let's put that on. Boop, boop. A little bit of hot glue. Okay. Cool beans. And then Kel brought me this really cool box, which I think I showed you. And I have little bits in here somewhere. all kinds of little bits. Look, now these all have numbers, but I still like them. So let's put some of these in. Let's see if I can get the box open. Okay, look. Just going to grab a little pinch and load them in. And a little pinch here. Load that in. Okay, now that's a little chunky. And I'm not sure, I'm not sure that putting a tie around this would be great because I put the feather. So I'll put a little clip on it. Do the little clippy clip. This is a little teeny one. Little teeny clip. And I can hide behind the, okay? All right, so I'm thinking I could send this to somebody. We have 15 in here. So how about I do two things? How about I send two winners, two different winners. Let's have two different winners, okay? So I'll send a couple of this size coin envelope, and you can build your own. And I'll send a couple of the size that Kelgic brought me. So this would be for one winner. And then this one, that's kind of, well, we'll see. We'll put this one envelope with this and the finished little book. And then this. We'll do two winners, okay? So let me get my keyboard and get myself in the right spot. And I'm going to put in go and enter a number 1 through 20. We'll do 1 through 20. And I'll get my phone. Get to, let's see, random.org. And so I'm going to take, you just put in one number, 1 through 20. I will draw two numbers. The first number will be for the little bird book, okay? Closest to without going over. And then the second number I draw, but your numbers will remain the same, will be for this. Closest to without going over. It's if it's the same person, I will draw another number. Does that make sense? Try not to make it too complicated. So if you're interested, if you're in the balcony, come on in, put in a number. I see there's 16 of you. So don't be shy. If you're interested, pop in a number. And I'm going to go to random.org. And no, I said 1 to 20. APG Jamie, 1 to 20, sweetie. Put in another. Oh, hi, there's Belinda. Jamie, put in another number, sweetie. 1 to 20. Belinda, 1 to 20. Okay, pop in another. I've only got 15 here. So, Belinda, you need to put in another number. So there you go. Okay, that's great. Anybody else want in? Let's get them going. Let's get them rolling, rolling, rolling. Get those numbers rolling. All right, let's see. Anybody else interested? Jeez, Jamie, it's like having a star here. Thank you for coming in. It's nice to see you. Kellyanne and I were saying we love watching Jamie's. Is this the third Thursday? No, guess not, because you wouldn't be here. You'd be streaming. We love when she says APG Jamie here. And then we love when she says photo montage. Okay. Just a turkey lurkey. Oh, I love knowing that. Thanks. Okay. So I'm going to pull the number. Let me put a stop in. Get your numbers in. And we'll say stop. Okay. All right, picking two numbers. First one's for the little bird book and two coin envelopes. So I've got it here. Going to generate a number 14. And that's without going over. And what did Kel had 12. So this is going to go to Kelly Ann Rawson. And then I'm going to generate a second number. Number 2. I might have to pick another one. I don't think anybody's low is 2. Everybody else is over. We might have to do this all day. Number 1. Number 20. And that's our ABG Jamie. Woohoo! Jamie, I need your address. Let me put in my email. Might be easier for you, and I'll get that off to you. Let me put my pinkgirly@gmail. Or you can private message me, Instagram or, YouTube and anywhere. Just send me your address and I'll get that off to you girls, okay? So thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I'm trying to blow jazz off my. All right. So I should mark these because the old brain is not what it used to be. I just sent the package to Kel. I could have included this. All right. So this is Jamie. And then if you do anything like this, or if you have your own coin envelopes or whatever, geez, I would love to see what you do. Probably a lot of other cool ideas. And don't forget to check out, before we go, Jacqueline, if you're still there, I think Peggy may have had to go. Gil had to go. Could we put in Jamie's channel? Let's see. This is Kel. And put this all together. So since I get your address, these will go out. So I try to stay on top of that. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Let me see. I don't know. I'm terrible at finding these links. Well, it should just be, well, I should check. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. Jacqueline might have cut out. Let's see. I have my keyboard right here. I should. There she is. Oh, your picture is so cute. There she is. Let me grab it. Okay, copy and paste. Okay. Oh, Jacqueline got it too. Okay, cool. All right. So even for replayers, you got to check out Jamie. She's got a great channel. She does wonderful work and she is fun to watch. Okay. All right. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget, take time to be creative. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Lord willing, I'll see you Sunday morning at 10 Eastern. Just have a great rest of your week. And don't forget, somebody here on YouTube loves you. Have a great, great day. See you next time. Love you. Bye-bye.